Hello! Welcome to Bad at Board Games. My name is Brad Lake, and I'm bad at board games, so you don't have to be. Today, we're going to be talking and unboxing Fractal. Now, I don't know. I have opened this. I have not opened everything, but I did peel the plastic, and I did take the plastic off the first boards that are on top, because that will look better on camera. So my intention is I've got a side camera over here you'll be able to see, and then I'm also going to do some B-roll, so hopefully you won't have to look at my face too much as we do this. I know you're more interested in what's in the box and what is Fractal. This came out kickstarted around the same time as Voidfall. Voidfall did a lot better, but Fractal did over $1 million, or real close to $1 million, so this was no slouch at that time. I chose Fractal over Voidfall because Voidfall was, talking about how, like, in battle, they're both 4Xs, but in battle on Voidfall, there was like, you knew you were going to win. You either had the resources and it was just like, I'm going to move my ships here, take whatever's there, and there's no real battle. It's all predetermined. This, I want a shorter version of TI. Now, I haven't played Eclipse, but I was more interested in this as far as a 4X. I like TI. I'm curious to see how this will maybe give me some of that experience in a different package. I've already looked through some of the rules, started reading it, and not as complicated, but then they have different size maps, depending on if you want to have a little bit more combat or a little bit bigger where you're not going to have a little bit more combat. I don't know how that size of map will affect the game length, but it didn't sound like the game length was impacted. It just meant more conflict, less conflict. So I'm pretty interested in that. So let's get right to it. I'll get this open for you. Hopefully we get everything in camera view. So we've got our rule book here, and I've been going through this, and so far not too bad. Haven't had any real complaints with it yet. And then here's our boards. So you can see it's very TI-like. We've got the octagons. And octagons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, only 6-sided, not 8-sided. So not an octagon. Anyway. Backside before you flip them. The way that the maps are laid out is you're going to have certain ones that are always put in place, and then some random ones that you'll have flipped over going through. But I like the art. I did like the art a lot more on this one than Voidfall. And we can kind of see here. Probably try to zoom in on it. Try to not make it so glary. I wonder if this would be better for camera, because then it fits with the length aspect ratio that you're looking at. Oh, too shiny. But it's a little minimalistic. I shouldn't say little. It's a lot. So some of these icons I think they could have made bigger. Now, it wouldn't have made it as pretty. But that's probably going to be one of my complaints, is they made things very minimalist in a way that may make it a little bit harder for those of us not in our 20s to see. And then once you have ships out on top of them and things like that, maybe a little bit more difficult. These are part of how you set up the board and the board's tableau, so to speak, and the main things we have for that. We do have reference guides front and back. Thank you. Appreciate that. It doesn't say who. I forget the name of the company. Who made this game? This is a first-time developer. Board Game Inc. Board Games. So this is their first game. I sent them an email one time in the middle, maybe not in the middle, but it was this year when they said they were originally going to deliver it. I'm like, haven't seen any postings on your website and anything. What's going on with the Kickstarter? And I kind of got a crappy email back, and then like the next day they posted something. I'm like, they could have just said, we're going to post something tomorrow. But yeah, that happens. But these are your player boards. Then you're going to be unlocking these tracks as you go. And then these are the races that you're going to have. So we have Expedian here. We've got Korea. They have a story and everything on the back as well. Not sure if it's gameplay or not. But they are somewhat, it's as asymmetric as non-asymmetric games get. Since Root came out and really showed people what a coin game asymmetric coin is, it's really changed the name of the game. But pretty cool. Hopefully that looks good on camera. Come on. No, not sure. May not have enough light over there. Like I said, if this doesn't look good as I'm doing this, I'll throw some B-roll on it. But I really enjoy the artwork. I've actually got this on the screensaver at work. Waiting for this game to arrive. Now I have to learn it. If anybody's watching some of my other videos, I'm in a learning slump. Lazy. Not lazy, just a lot going on. So I did look at the miniatures in the bag. I'll B-roll this. I won't make you just try to look at this in the camera, but they're all right. I don't know, like TI uses high density polystyrene, so they're really stiff, hard, and that kind of makes them shiny as well. But these are definitely more of a polypropylene base because you can move them, and it's not going to hold the detail as well. And I don't think the sculpt that they used was the greatest. But these are small humans. But I guess I shouldn't complain so much about people. We've got some mechs. The ships are more, I guess, where my complaint is on the sculpts. So these are, Battletech looking mech guys. And I'll be showing B-roll over this, so you don't have to look at me doing that. And then the ships, I guess this is kind of where I think they could have done more detail on these ships. I'll try to show that in camera. That's not going to look very good in camera. But I'll B-roll that too. I'm disappointed in the depth of the details. Like, it's very, very minor, the lines. I think they could have done a little bit more. I think this might have been where they had some beautiful art, but they weren't able to translate that art into a sculpt, and that's a very unique skill set, and maybe they didn't have the vendor that could translate that, or didn't have the money to hire somebody that could do a little bit better sculpt. I mean, they're kind of cool. I think they'll look kind of neat on that on the table. And I'm picky because I really am a modeling guy. I love 40K, and I think they make the best models. And then Kingdom Death Monsters makes some great models, just some horrible instructions to put them together. And I'm a plastics engineer by trade, so I've made all these kinds of things. I used to work for Mattel. Fun stuff. Like, I've made lots of plastic bits. Anyway, I'm a little bit more critical on all those things. So we got some deck cards here for our artificial planet. I believe this has a solo thing. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Solo. Maybe not. Action conflict. Let's see. I'm not quickly seeing it here. Maybe not. This may not have a solo. More cards. Everything looks nice. I I like the aesthetic. I like all the graphic arts on everything. We have, okay, look at these two. I don't know how I feel about these, and like I said, I'll B-roll it. These go on your boards to cover up. And I like the idea that they're clear-ish so that you can see what's underneath it, right? And this may not be the right colors for that, but may not be matching them up quite right. But they look a lot better on the board. I may have to give them a pass now. They may have designed it to be on the board. Smart fellers. All right. Well, I take it back. In the bag, they look kind of meh because they look, I don't know, milky, and they do have a matte finish on them. But when you put them on the Tableau, it pops. Looks good. All right. I'm gonna take my complaint about these away. Let's get down to the next level. We got dice. They're, yeah. 1 to, I don't see a 6. So it's a 0 through 5 on these dice. Got basic cubes. Let's go down to the next level. We have, so with the Kickstarter, I don't know if this comes with everything but I've got, the artist book. Never pay extra for the artist book. They're neat, but they're not worth anything. Or if you like the art, we do have an expansion in here. So see how shiny that is? That's why I took the other one out before we did the unboxing. Don't know how that plays. Look at this art though. It's stunning. Loved it. Oops, there we go. Thought this stuff was awesome. Yeah. Really did like how they pulled that off. And this is all a little messed up because of me having unboxed it once. Now, if you notice, they've got everything thermal formed for the trays, so hopefully everything has a nice home. I haven't looked to see if they have a video or anything about how to place everything. I'm really hoping so. It's annoying when they don't show you how to put stuff back in the box after you've done everything. So I wish more people would do that, or even YouTubers would do that. I probably should do that, but I'm not the best at putting things back away. That's Toph's skill. So we got some more characters with this expansion. My guess is this is all integrated. I don't know if they have a bigger box and a smaller box. I don't think they had a deluxeified version of this when they kickstarted it. These are extra rules for your expansion. You got military traditions, conquerors, emissaries. It adds different things depending on what you want to do to the game, which I appreciate. And then people can find which ones they do like, which ones they don't like, which ones are balanced, not balanced, and just play the ones they want. But we have a lot of room. You're going to be able to sleeve all these cards. Everything's going to fit. And the question is, where does it fit, right? But we've got excess room all over the place. You will definitely be able to check that out. But all right. So what do you think? We've got, I don't know, 15 minutes of an unboxing. There's nothing under here, I'm pretty sure. Nope, nothing under there. That was loud. I'll take that out. But I am not as excited as I was when I bought this, because a year and a half ago, and everything else going on and trying to get Kingdom of Death played, No Sworn played, and then have my guess is this is going to be close to a 4 weight rating. reading the rules aren't so bad, but like, you're still going to have to go through and figure out how it plays. I'm hoping to get it played before the end of the year. So I won't be one of the first people to put a video out on this. I want to at least give it its due. I'll probably try to do a first impression just to give people an idea, because I know some people are interested in buying it. I don't know how quickly it will sell out, or if it even will. But I know a couple of you had asked for this, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully I got enough B-roll in it to make it interesting. So just remember, no matter how you play, whether it's solo, as my voice starts to crack, with family or friends, enjoy whatever you are bringing to the table. Have a great night.